Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're doing well. But really honestly, how are you? That's a good question. Very meaningful question. In Hungarian it means if someone is a crow or so if you go to Hungary, you know English, you know how to say how are you. You go to Hungary, you tell it to someone who doesn't know English, you tell it to someone how are you. They will think you were saying if a crow. Crows do deserve huge attention in the Air Force of the animal kingdom. As you know, the animal kingdom on the earth, by psychological quality of nature, is hybrid. It is an area nature carrier, natural area nature carrier. Today, I will share information regarding to blessings. Of course, the opposite meaning of all the blessings will mean the opposite, which we already figured out together that it is all the opposite nature, the event or effects or consequences were generated artificially on the human planet, on the human heaven, in the human heaven by alien natured, fully alien natured element. These elements, of course, alive, especially on Earth, since the entire planet is alive. The entire planet, red, white, green, my home country, right? Well, Earth is my home planet, so remember, when someone is asking you where do you live, you can start in the beginning stating that you are living in the universe. That's a huge blessing. Since there are multiple universes, and this is in pretty good shape. So back to the universe. The universe goes through Earth. The Earth goes through the universe by electromagnetic qualities, non-stop, as is. Because the Earth is in the AB zone of the universe, as well as with the Milky Way galaxy, which is a pretty good position. We fought our way all the way closer to the core, the center of the Milky Way galaxy. So just look at history or histories. I don't know if it's his stories or he stories, like high stories, maybe high stories. So blessing. So it's a huge blessing. We are living over here. You can also say, okay, or you can also say, I am living in Canada. In my case, okay, but where is Canada? Well, Canada is, or where in Canada? On Vancouver Island. Where on Vancouver Island? In Victoria, Greater area. Yeah, exactly where. Now we're getting personal. So I will go like, oh, they mentioned in Canada. Okay, but where is Canada? It's in America. It is in America. Yes, it's on the American continent. It is in America. Oh, where is America? America is on Earth. It's a huge continent. We also call them Americas. or Americas, because there are two Americas. They are technically one huge landmasses with a connection on the top, like a ridge. Perhaps also would qualify as a bridge. When you go to Panama, you also got a canal over it. So where is the Earth? Earth is in the solar system. Where is the solar system? It's in the Milky Way galaxy. Where is the Milky Way galaxy? It's in the universe. Okay, but where in the universe? It's in the AB zone. What's in the A zone? Well, in the A zone, we have the Orion star system, where we are coming from. I mean, where we came from, where we are heading back to. When will we make it? Oh, we will make it as soon as our human blood, all the human blood will be clean. Will human nature in the human blood will not be infected by animal nature or any alien nature carrying abilities. Then we will make it back to the A zone. You mean Earth will shift dimensionally back to the A zone simply because humans will keep their blood clean, human natured, as well as human nature friendly? Yes. How is that possible? Well, that's why the black matter is popular about getting its name, originating its name, or its name has been originated for the ability of the human blood. That's why it's also called, that's why it has been named red and it's colored red. Its functionalities are also interlinked with the red matter itself, since the entire planet also got red matter. And don't worry, it's not human blood. It's just something similar. If you think that the green matter is amazing because it can withstand, it can hold, sustain, it can create miracles of that power, billions of watts in one chlorophyll molecule, stored, sustained, ready to harvest, like this. The human biological system does it all the time. Superman was fed on has the energy from the sun, sunlight energy, which is a reflection of the core of the human starship, the shield of the human starship, through the North Pole. The moon is a reflection on the sky on the opposite side, through the Antarctica. Antarctica. You don't wanna go too far below it. Okay, yeah. Our good reptilians are on the planet everywhere in the subterranean world. And there is also the underworld. But where is the blessing over here? Here it is. We share the same planet. I still don't understand how is that blessing. Well, we are belonging to the planet. The the very same genealogical information which makes us celestial beings, earthling beings, earthlings, humanoids, all the way to the tiniest and most hostile bugs, or the biggest, most evil creatures. Believe it or not, there is human DNA. There is energy signature straight from the planet, from the core or through the core for them also. That's why they are alive. Because there is an element in them what makes the human planet or the Orion starship or the A zone of the universe heaven. 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 What if humans, including all the humanoids, in this case, there we are, there's the human element. It got a little bit poisoned, and now it looks like when it comes to the underworld on the outside too, all the time, or when it comes to the subterranean world, and yes, it shows, yes, they transformed. The human element has been poisoned. They are okay, they're doing well, don't worry, they are just poisoned. Sounds funny, but it's true. It is the truth. A funny truth what every living being formation knows about. So it's a huge blessing. Of course, there is times when it does not seem like, but I can assure you, if there were ever a conflict on the human planet, that was because something was poisoned, felt threatened, and got angry about losing the human element. Every one of us, whoever got mad or whatever, was caused by pollution, radioactive decay, beginning with radioactive decay, of course, because then the physical manifestation of it will be able to be produced. And the psychological with the two. Now you got the radiation, that's energy, physiology. Put the two together, you got a psychology to the atomic level, to the elemental level. Of course, we will consider the entire cellular structure. We will consider all different parts with different responsibilities of this cellular structure, which runs by light energy, electricity. Everything on the planet runs on electricity, on the same electricity. It's just poisoned. They are okay, they well. Don't worry about that. I'm just joking, okay? Don't worry about that act that made it look so cruel, like in the worst horror movies. I'm just joking, okay? They are okay, they are well, they are perfectly fine. They are just poisoned. I'm just kidding. Of course, worrying will not really help, caring will always do. We will have to consider the action. We will need to see, we will need to find the blessing in the action. We will need to take that blessing. We will need to project that to that opposite nature which is running through an earthling or earth-like being or an earthian. These folks over here may look cruel, the animal kingdom. But believe it or not, they are so upset about that pollution, that alien nature pollution caused by the vibranium. They know it, that they would actually give up, give off their life before they would give up the planet. I won't say that before they would give up humankind. I don't think so. I don't think that's true. Because only human nature really sustains human nature. Every other sustains theirs. In every category. If you think about it, it's a huge blessing. Because now you got something in common. On the stars, in and on the camper, and above the camper, and around the camper, of the Orion starship, which got a promise for us. The red matter. The red matter in us, humans, firstly. For anything else around us, we meant to remain miracles, godlike as well as angelic beings who are humanly creative, humanly protective for good, because they evolution back to an actual human planetary being depends on us. When we capable of when we capable of showing, when we capable to show, to project, especially also physically making changes, then psychologically making changes. Now we're talking about dimensional shiftings back to the origin nature of this beautiful camper we call Earth. Human plan at. Human plan at. Right? And then we have plans, then you look in the mirror, we say human plan at. You don't even need to say it, you just wanna do it. That's how amazing, beautiful this world is really. Just wanna do good. Just wanna see the blessings, help others to remember the blessings of any living beings really. Albert Einstein took the P to the most comfortable and the most pleasantful environment what they could really cherish. And maybe I will not say where exactly, the coldest places on the earth. That might help. And I'm not talking about the top of the Himalaya or top of the mountains. I'm talking about the two areas which got a pole in the center and it's crooked. Yeah, the top part and the bottom part of it. Maybe it's crooked when then the vibranium got in. It didn't hit the pole. Then we would suffer much bigger damages than what we already had with the floods and ice ages and whatnot. But it did went close enough to it, and probably bothered the tech. I almost mentioned tech ions, but the tectonic plate. Like tech ions, the nature of tech ions are very much so related to the tectonic plates. That's why they sound similar. Of course, everybody knows their purposes, right? Keep words between words safely. Keep helping to. It's a mechanism propelled by the very life force energy, electromagnetic force field, what keeps us alive. Humans, all the rest of the living beings. Normally, we should not have any pollutions in us. Therefore, any others should also be able to heal easier, better, faster, without any hostilities, any violations, without no offenses against human nature. Okay, so blessings. Everybody understands this. But because of vibranium and the radiation, which is the frequency which comes, the destructive frequency vibration, what comes to it is very much so impacted the planet. So the pole was like this, and then became like this, like this. So the pole got crooked. Became angular. Anyways, also several damages on both sides of the planet. There are openings. If you go to Radio Garden, Garden Radio, it's one of the best satellite radio, free. I think it's from Netherlands. Yeah, Dutch people know what they are doing. Amazing Vikings, amazing adventurers, truth seekers, truth keepers, light keepers, white queens, white kings. Why not? Right? Okay, so if you go to this Dutch satellite radio station, on the web page you will see an image. That image has been produced off a satellite or some kind of observation station, and they use radio waves. So they got really deep down with the photons, with the laser projected photons, with radio wave frequencies. They went really far down. I don't think they crossed the sun, the core. I don't think they did that, but the information regarding to the Orion starship, the mothership. Of course, there are many Orion starships, small ones around the planet. But regarding to that, the information regarding to the mother Orion starship, they are called Orion starships. The original humans, saucers, dimensional shifters. There are smaller ones and bigger ones and bigger ones. And there's the mothership. There are 5 different categories. 4 plus 1. Mothership. So, or fathership, it's really both, right? They need both to create a word. When it comes to original human abilities. Okay, this is a huge blessing because look around, when it comes to reproduction, we share this nature. So all the natures what we share with this living world, regardless of how much one may polluted or may not polluted, as a sustained soul, as a sustained physiology with it, which should be exactly the same. In this case, of course, human soul with human physiology, which we know it's perfect then. And then these two will come, energy with physiology will, as a combined nature, because everything is depending on combined effects, which is also a huge blessings because all the natures also depending on combined effects of electric or energetic, physical as well as psychological. Blessings, blessings, blessings. You woke up today. I woke up today. Blessing. Not everybody can say that they woke up next morning. They might be, of course, resurrected, perhaps 100% got reincarnated. But in reality, if something like that would happen to humans or any other living beings, the normal thing for us would be is to be humans again, like this, like this. That's how powerful the human spaceship is, as well as the human camper with it. the earth. It's a huge blessing. It is. It is really heaven for humans. Now, how can we transition back to actually make sure that everything around us will have a comfortable, pleasant, full time, a humane time, a human nature friendly time, since we are sharing one electromagnetic field all over on the surface here. Some people would call it in this hole. Some people would say in these donut shapes, or some people would say flat earth. Some people would say looks like the Orion star shape. Some people would say in this ball or in this melon. I just had a huge melon yesterday. It was so good. Oh, perfect melon. It was huge. Since my coworkers didn't feel like having some with me, yeah, very good, good Canadians. Thanks God, good, good. Which means blessings are everywhere. It's easier to see with the blessed, with no, if you support it with blessings, it's easier to see blessings. And really, blessings, that means like real true care from, I'm not gonna say from the bottom of our heart, because the heart has a top part and they got two sides, four four chambers. Few people know 4+1, but we will get there. Again, in the same category of nature, everything is one and the same. Okay. Let's see. Blessings. We can breathe fresh air. Not everybody can say that they can breathe anymore. We can see huge blessings. If there's anything we possess, is this. This human soul came with a physiology just like yours, just like any other beings. We all share this. No matter how much poison might got inside of us. Talk about radiation, radioactive decay from the vibranium. Possible to deport it? Dimensionally? Like this.